Hello, this is Michael Watson, and I'm recording this video clip to offer you a demonstration of a collaborative process between the conscious mind and the unconscious mind. It isn't really a question of either or, but a question of both and in this process. And the idea is not to bypass the conscious mind in order to be able to program or work directly with the unconscious mind, but rather to be able to engage both the conscious and the unconscious and invite them to work together towards producing a particular result. And so for the purposes of this demonstration, I'm just going to try something very simple that you can experience and explore on your own. So I'd like you to just find a comfortable position that you can maintain for just a few minutes. The process isn't really going to be very long. And to sit with both of your feet on the floor and with your hands, your arms, your hands resting comfortably on your legs, just above the knees. Just one hand on your right leg, one hand on your left leg, just like that. And then just take a moment to settle in, to settle down, to get comfortable. And maybe a few gentle, easy breaths, and then just allow your eyes to close naturally so that you really can attend to the inner processes and the kinesthetic elements of this process as they continue to develop. Now, one of the common practices in hypnosis is to request the levitation of a hand or an arm, and to have that hand just lifting up, slowly, slowly. Perhaps you've seen many examples of this. And there may be some times when it's worked very well, and there may be some times when it's been really difficult, really complicated. But when the process is collaborative, and that it really represents a cooperation between the conscious mind and the unconscious mind, I think you'll discover something very interesting about what's possible. And the implications of that discovery can be very important for your deeper understanding of how hypnosis can allow you to make a number of changes, drawing upon both the resources of your conscious awareness and the resources of your unconscious processes as well. And so to begin, I'd like you to just relax and to be comfortable. And just begin to get the idea that in a moment, one of those hands, I don't know which one is going to be for you, but one of those hands is going to be the one that your unconscious mind will choose to lift ever so gently up off of your leg. And I don't know how you'll know just which hand has been selected, whether you can feel the movement, or whether you can notice that your attention is simply directed toward that particular hand. And that even when you try to turn it away, you find that it is drawn back again to that particular hand. Just notice any awarenesses that you have that suggest to you whether it's going to be the right hand or the left hand, and let that be the one. And sometimes it's rather obvious just which hand has been chosen if your unconscious mind has made the choice. And other times when you just really can't decide, then you can go ahead and let your conscious mind make that choice. And you can just go ahead and choose one hand or the other hand if your unconscious mind hasn't already made that decision for you. And once that choice has been made, then you can just go ahead and invite that hand to begin to lift, to begin to rise up off the leg. Just lifting, just a neuron at a time, just a little tiny bit at a time. And if it's taking a while for it to work, something that you can do that really will call upon the assistance of the conscious processes is to allow your conscious mind the opportunity to participate by offering a demonstration to the unconscious mind by way of just a tiny little movement, just a little lifting there. Just allow your conscious mind to go ahead and lift that hand just the tiniest little bit. That's right, just a little bit. Enough that you can feel it, enough that you can be aware of it. Maybe a half an inch or so, maybe a little bit more than that. And then you can notice that it becomes your unconscious mind's turn. And you can allow the unconscious mind to do what it wants to do with regard to the lifting. Because unconscious minds really like to have a successful collaboration with the conscious processes. And then consciously you can take a turn, and your unconscious mind can take its turn. And first you, and then your unconscious mind. And as that process continues, you discover that your unconscious mind really can come forward just a little bit more. And you can just relax and observe the experience as that hand continues to lift. And in turn, it will lift a little more. Just letting it happen naturally until you really have an appreciation of the relationship between your conscious mind, which can help just a little bit, and then your unconscious mind. It can take a turn of its own. Isn't it nice to know that you can have a conscious mind and you can have an unconscious mind, and both of them can be engaged together in the same process for the same goal in mind. Similarly, there are issues that you have in mind that have been on your conscious mind for a while. And it was your conscious mind that made an appointment with a hypnotist and came here to have this experience. And it's your unconscious mind that really wants to take care of some business as well. And it doesn't need to be one or the other. And both of them working together can accomplish a great deal. And so consciously you may have certain ideas, and your unconscious mind can have other ideas and other resources that it can bring to bear on the situation as well. And it's always a lovely thing to discover just what a pleasant experience it can be to have that inward collaboration, working towards accomplishing a purpose that's important to you consciously and important to you unconsciously as well. And for the purposes of demonstration, I think that you've had an opportunity to discover just enough of this. And you can enjoy the feeling for a moment, the sense of it that you've acquired. And isn't it nice to know that that experience can find its way to an integrated place within your skills and understandings about hypnosis? As you begin gradually then to find your attention returning back out to this room, to this place where we began the process. And in a moment, I don't know just how quickly or how slowly you'll find that your eyes are going to open. And when they do, you can just take a slightly longer breath and just allow some more energy to enter into your body. And that's right, let yourself come fully back here to the present once again. Thanks for participating in this demonstration. I hope you've learned something of value.